So what you could do is you live in the house for 12 months and then you turn around and you go rent it.
I think the best and easiest way to get into being a real estate investor is go buy a house.
So this was a game that I wanted to play. This is the house hacking, investor hacking trick. So you go buy a house with owner occupant money. This means that you're going to tell the bank you're going to get this loan and you're saying to them, I'm going to live in this house. I'm going to occupy it. And all these loans, all the mortgages, the notes all have the same terms. Is that you got to live in it for at least 12 months before you can rent that property out, right? You get to renting that property out too soon, you can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because you're putting down like bare minimum money, like 3.5% on an FHA versus the 20% that they make you put down. And the reason why they want you to put down 20% is because in the eyes of the bank, they're going to give you all this money to go buy this house and stick some renter in there that they have no control over. Mm-hmm. And so the risk on that and piece of property holding its value and not getting trashed, like the banks have done this for way too long. They know what the risk is. So they want a little bit more money from you because it's riskier for the bank and the chances of them getting their money back. Mm-hmm. But the risk is a lot lower when somebody's living in that home and maintaining it and occupying it and living in it. So what you could do is you live in the house for 12 months and then you turn around and you go rent it. So you buy a house, you live in it for a year, move out, and you rent that house out. Once you've rented that house for 2 years and you've collected rent for 2 years, now the bank will go, hey, that's actual income now. And that $300,000 of debt is now they can wipe out that debt because now it's an income producing property. And that's how the banks will look at it. So you buy it and you live in it for a year, you move out and you rent it for 2 years. On the third year, that's when you can go buy your second one. And you buy it with owner occupant money at that point. Because the slate's kind of been wiped clean. Because you're making enough money on that rental property, they're going to wipe out that debt for you. Mm-hmm. And then you do it again. So you do this for 6 years. You can end up having 3 properties.
You could buy a double, which is a duplex where there's 2 units in the same building. And you get a mortgage for the building, which is 2 units. You live in one and you rent out the other side. And a lot of times you can rent out that other side for almost what your mortgage is.
So if you guys are thinking about this house hacking idea of buying it with owner occupant money and I'm going to live in one side and rent the other out, 3.5% down versus 20% down is a huge savings.